Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Jonah Williams has officially landed with the Las Vegas Raiders. And let me tell you, this move has everyone in the league talking. The right side of that offensive line just got a serious upgrade, and the ripple effect is already being felt across the AFC West. Williams, once seen as a key piece in Cincinnati's protection scheme, now brings his mix of power, technique, and durability to a Raiders team that's clearly looking to solidify its foundation. Fans are buzzing about how this move could reshape the entire offensive identity of Las Vegas. It's not just about one player joining another team. It's about what this means for the franchise's future. Williams has always been that kind of guy who doesn't talk too much, but his game speaks loud. When you watch the tape, you can see his consistency, his anchor in pass protection, and his ability to open lanes in the run game. And that's exactly what the Raiders have been craving: reliability, toughness, and someone who can stand his ground against elite edge rushers. The Raiders front office made it clear that they weren't going to let another season slip by without addressing the trenches, and Jonah Williams is their answer. Now, this signing didn't just come out of nowhere. It's been building up for weeks, with whispers floating around that the Raiders were making aggressive moves behind the scenes. People close to the organization hinted that the coaching staff wanted someone experienced, someone who could lead by example in a young locker room. And when the name Jonah Williams started circulating, insiders knew something serious was cooking. The timing couldn't be better either, with the Raiders set to face some of the most dangerous defensive fronts in the league this season. Bringing in Williams not only stabilizes the right side, but also gives the quarterback more confidence to stay in the pocket and make plays. The buzz around the Raiders facility has been electric since the announcement, with teammates already praising his work ethic and focus. Coaches have been vocal too, calling him a culture fit who brings championship-level preparation. This isn't just another free agent splash. This feels like a calculated, long-term investment in stability and dominance up front, something the Raiders have lacked for years. Jonah Williams' arrival could also mean a new chapter for how the Raiders approach offensive football. For too long, the narrative has been about inconsistency. Strong starts followed by late-season collapses, promising talent overshadowed by poor execution. But with a player like Williams setting the tone, that could finally change. His presence means fewer pressures, fewer sacks, and a cleaner rhythm for whoever lines up under center. The right tackle position has often been a revolving door for the Raiders, but this signing might slam that door shut once and for all. And the fans can feel it too. You can sense the optimism pulsing through the fan base, from social media to sports radio. They know what kind of player Williams is. They've seen him hold his own against some of the best in the league. If there's one thing the Raiders have been missing, it's consistency in the trenches, and Williams brings that in spades. There's a feeling that this could be the move that quietly transforms the entire offense, from the line all the way to the playmakers. But here's where things get really interesting. This move says a lot about the Raiders front office and how they're thinking long-term. In the past, they've made flashy moves that grab headlines, but didn't always deliver results. This one feels different. It's smart, it's strategic, and it's built around the idea that games are still won in the trenches. Williams isn't a highlight reel guy, but he's the kind of player you notice when he's not there, when protection collapses, when the run game stalls. So, locking him down means the Raiders are prioritizing the things that truly matter: control, discipline, and protection. Some insiders even suggest this could signal a bigger shift toward a more balanced offense, one that leans on physicality and precision rather than chaos and improvisation. It's almost like the Raiders are returning to their roots, to that gritty, no-nonsense football that built their identity decades ago. Williams fits that mold perfectly. He's tough, he's reliable, and he doesn't need the spotlight to shine. What's also fascinating is how this signing might impact the rest of the roster. When you bring in a proven veteran like Jonah Williams, it creates a ripple effect across the offensive line room. Younger players get to learn from someone who's been through the wars, someone who's faced elite pass rushers week after week and knows what it takes to hold his ground. It sets a new standard for preparation and toughness. Reports from inside the Raiders camp suggest that even during his first walkthroughs, Williams was already commanding respect. The lineman followed his lead, listening closely as he broke down techniques and adjustments. You can't teach that kind of leadership. It comes from experience and credibility. And let's not forget, this move also gives the coaching staff more flexibility with their play calling. With a steady right side, the offense can open up new looks, expand the playbook, and trust the pocket more. It's not just about the X's and O's. It's about trust, and Williams brings that in full. And yet, there's still that sense of curiosity, that buzz that always follows a big signing like this. Fans are wondering what this means for the Raiders' long-term vision. Is this the beginning of a new era where they build the team from the inside out? Or is it a signal that they're going all in for a playoff push right now? Whatever the case, one thing's certain. Jonah Williams is going to make an immediate impact. His style of play, his discipline, his physicality, they all align perfectly with what the Raiders need at this exact moment. Opposing defenses will have to think twice before overloading that side now. The Raiders just got tougher, smarter, and more complete. It's not a flashy signing, but it's one of those moves that could define a season. And if things go as expected, fans might look back months from now and say this was the moment everything started to turn around for Las Vegas. Now, let's talk about the reaction, because this signing didn't just make headlines. It lit up the entire football community. Analysts on every major network are breaking down tape, praising how Williams' technique and experience fit perfectly with the Raiders' offensive scheme. They're calling it a quiet masterstroke, a move that might not dominate highlight reels, but will dominate trenches. Fans across social media have gone from cautiously optimistic to outright hyped. You can feel the shift in energy. It's like the entire organization just took a deep breath of confidence. Even former players are chiming in, saying this is the kind of signing that builds culture and toughness. And let's be honest, the Raiders have needed that for a while. It's not just about talent anymore. It's about identity. Jonah Williams helps reestablish that old-school Raider mentality. Hard-nosed, physical, unshakable. There's a sense that this could be the spark that brings the franchise back to its roots, back to the kind of football that strikes fear into opponents every Sunday afternoon. Inside the locker room, the excitement is just as real. Teammates are already talking about how Williams has brought a sense of calm and confidence to the group. He's not loud, not flashy, but there's a presence about him that changes the atmosphere. The linemen have been staying after practice, working on footwork and communication drills, and Williams has been right there with them, leading by example. That's what great players do. They elevate everyone around them. The coaching staff has been smiling in press conferences, dropping hints about how this move opens up possibilities in the playbook. With the right side locked down, the offense can run more power sets, more deep drops, more creative motion plays without worrying about breakdowns. And for the quarterback, that's a game changer. You can already picture it. More time in the pocket, more confidence to step into throws, and fewer forced errors. The offense just became more dangerous overnight, and it all starts with one man doing his job with surgical precision. But there's another layer to this story, the personal one. For Jonah Williams, this move is also about redemption. After facing some ups and downs in Cincinnati, dealing with injuries and positional switches, this is his chance to reestablish himself as one of the league's premier right tackles. The Raiders are giving him the platform, and he's ready to prove himself all over again. Sources close to him say he's been training like a man possessed during the offseason, determined to silence any critics who doubted his ability to dominate consistently. That kind of motivation is dangerous for opponents because a player with something to prove always plays with an extra edge. The Raiders are betting on that hunger, that fire, to push their entire line to new heights. And if you followed Williams' career, you know he thrives when the pressure's on. This fresh start in Las Vegas could be exactly what he needs to remind everyone just how good he really is. Fans can't help but dream about what this could mean for the bigger picture. A stronger offensive line means more time for deep passes, more holes for running backs, and ultimately more wins. Imagine the combination of a balanced attack, smart play calling, and a fortified front line. It's the formula every successful team in the NFL builds on. The Raiders, for all their ups and downs, finally seem to be piecing that puzzle together. The AFC West is a brutal division with elite pass rushers coming off both edges, and now, with Williams holding down the right side, Las Vegas can go toe-to-toe with anyone. There's a growing sense that this move could shift the balance, that the Raiders won't just be fighting to stay competitive, but to actually make noise in the playoff race. And when you combine that with the team's existing talent and hunger, it's hard not to get excited about what's coming next. This signing feels like the beginning of something bigger. Still, as with any big move, there are questions hanging in the air. Can Williams stay healthy for a full season? Will the chemistry with his new teammates click right away? Can the Raiders' coaching staff maximize his strengths while minimizing his weaknesses? Those questions will be answered soon enough, but the early signs are promising. Everything about this move, from the timing to the fit, feels intentional. The Raiders aren't just plugging holes. They're building a foundation. The kind of foundation that allows quarterbacks to flourish and offensive game plans to expand. If Williams performs at the level everyone expects, he could quickly become one of the most important players on this roster. And even though it's still early days, you can feel that buzz in Las Vegas, that belief that something special might finally be taking shape under the desert sun. This isn't just hype, it's momentum, and it's real. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. At the end of the day, football isn't just about stars. It's about stability. And Jonah Williams brings that in a way few others could. His arrival marks a shift from flashy headlines to smart, sustainable growth. For a team like the Raiders, that's a big deal. They've been searching for consistency, for identity, for that sense of trust that you can build around. Now, with Williams anchoring the right side, they might finally have it. It's the kind of signing that doesn't just fill a position, it defines a direction. The Raiders are making a statement. They're done with quick fixes and ready for real progress. And if the energy around the team is any indication, this might just be the beginning of a new chapter, one built on toughness, unity, and belief. Because when you've got a player like Jonah Williams protecting your quarterback's blind side, you don't just get security, you get swagger. And for the Raiders, that could make all the difference this season and beyond. Off-field stories and market implications are equally captivating, as Diggs' arrival is expected to influence ticket sales, merchandise, and media attention in ways that extend beyond pure athletic performance. Raiders fans are reportedly rushing to secure season tickets, apparel, and memorabilia to celebrate the arrival of their new star, while local businesses and sponsors anticipate a surge in engagement, visibility, and promotional opportunities. Analysts speculate that Diggs' presence could elevate the Raiders' brand, attract new partnerships, and generate narratives that intertwine sports performance with media spectacle, effectively creating a broader entertainment phenomenon. Rumors circulate about potential marketing campaigns, community appearances, and media events designed to highlight Diggs' role as both a player and a public figure, blurring the lines between athletic performance and celebrity influence. Meanwhile, social media platforms are flooded with fan-made content, highlight reels, and viral commentary, amplifying the buzz and creating an immersive environment where the story of Diggs' debut season is as much about culture, identity, and excitement as it is about the X's and O's on the field. Analysts note that this multifaceted impact underscores the complexity and magnitude of acquiring a player of Diggs' caliber, as the ripple effects touch performance, perception, economics, and fan engagement, solidifying the move as a landmark moment in modern NFL storytelling. As the narrative continues to unfold, every practice, press conference, and preseason matchup becomes a potential headline, feeding the cycle of speculation, analysis, and storytelling that surrounds Diggs' arrival. Insiders hint at strategic tweaks, experimental plays, and evolving chemistry as coaches and players adjust to the new dynamic, while fans eagerly anticipate the spectacle of seeing Diggs make his debut in silver and black. Conversations about matchups, route trees, and quarterback connections dominate sports shows, podcasts, and comment sections, each providing a new lens to interpret the potential impact. Analysts are projecting breakout performances, key interceptions to avoid, and tactical battles that could define the Raiders' season trajectory, while media coverage ensures that every detail, no matter how minor, is magnified for maximum drama and anticipation. Fans continue to speculate on everything from Diggs' leadership in the locker room to the intangible qualities he brings, generating a narrative that intertwines football acumen, personality, and suspense. The combination of anticipation, speculation, and vivid storytelling transforms the acquisition into more than a roster change. It becomes a season-long storyline with multiple layers, stakes, and subplots that promise to captivate audiences, dominate discussions, and define the Raiders' narrative in the months ahead. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.